Welcome to Skybox Sports News. I'm John Hernandez, your host. This is a brand new YouTube channel, so I want you to make sure and subscribe after you hear the quality of our content. First of all, the first thing we're going to be recording and talking about in this issue is going to be the McGregor-Floyd Mayweather fight. This is an awesome fight. It's coming up on August the 26th. It's going to be held in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. This is what they call it, a super fight. It's a very unique fight. Mayweather is, of course, the undefeated, pound for pound, in many cases people say the best fighter of our generation, which I do agree with that, given his record of 49-0. And then we have McGregor on the other side there, who is a very good MMA fighter. He's out of Ireland, a very, very solid fighter, but has not had near the amount of fighting experience that Mayweather has had. Well, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. You'll see that McGregor just turned 29 on their four-city tour, and you'll see here that Mayweather is 40 years old. You see the number of fights that Mayweather has fought, the number of fights that McGregor has fought. A clear advantage there to Mayweather. Number of rounds is staggering a difference here. I see with Mayweather with a lot of experience here. And most of all, I see that perfect record there for Mayweather. Unfortunately, McGregor has lost 3 fights. I think Mayweather has a point there in the recent tour that you've seen. If you haven't seen it, we're going to show a little bit of the tour. They did a 4-city tour starting in Los Angeles. They went to Toronto. They went to Canada. Then they went down to New York City, and then they went up to London. And I got some footage here from the London show there, so let's go ahead and see that footage there.
Mate, you're 40. Get that fucking phone out of your hand like a fucking kid. A 40-year-old man. What the fuck? He was wearing high heels yesterday. What's with these 2 juice heads you got? What the fuck was that yesterday? He jumped up and he shouted, Voltron, Power Rangers, and these fucking juice heads come walking standing before me. Mate, 40 years of age. Get your fucking shit together, my God. You juice head turkey, and you juice head turkey. Do some slap head. You little slap head. Boom! I'm so happy you took that hat off, I gotta say. What the fuck were you hiding under that thing? That little fucking peanut head. I'm too quick for you, son.
You know what? This is a microwave meal. I'm a home-cooked meal. And settle in on your stomach. Microwave meal. That's what you are. I'm a home-cooked meal. With that cheap-ass watch on. Step your game up. 1.4 million. Bitch. Today's your birthday. As a gentleman, I want to say happy birthday. I wish you many more.
On the count of 3, I want everyone in this arena to scream at the top of your lungs, fuck Floyd Mayweather. 1, 2, 3.
I'll tell you what, those 2 guys are definitely armed to the teeth with verbal sparring that I haven't seen in quite some time. I think had this been a verbal sparring match, I think McGregor would have a clear advantage. But this is clearly going to be an exciting fight, and I think that Mayweather is going to focus in, and we'll see what the keys to victory are for Mayweather. Okay, we look at Mayweather. The keys to victory are he's going to use his jab. Mayweather needs to use his jab. That means not only to the head, but also to the stomach. He has a very good jab to the stomach and the body. Also, he needs to use his movement. Movement is a key piece for Mayweather. It's something that he does very well. He's a master tactician, moves around the ring. I think that's going to help him greatly in this fight. Another thing is he wants to counter with his right hand. The right hand is a good counter tool for him. He has used that quite a bit. He's got a good, strong right hand. 4 is he needs to stay off the ropes. Stay off the ropes. In most cases where he has been in trouble in his fights, he has gone to the ropes. When you look at the Maidana fight, both fights early, he got pushed to the ropes. You look at the De La Hoya fight, when he got in trouble in that fight, it was to the ropes. The only time I think he's gotten caught cold straight up is when Mosley hit him in the center of the ring, and he almost went down there. Those are things he needs to do. Also, he needs to take this fight into deep water. He needs to take him the full 12 rounds. That's a big difference, because when you look at the fighting style of McGregor, he uses up quite a bit of energy, and he's used to quote-unquote 5-minute rounds, but the maximum maximum amount of rounds he's had is 5. So 5 times 5 is 25 minutes. You're looking at this thing is going into 12 rounds at 3 minutes. So you're looking at quite a big difference, another extra 10 minutes in this fight. He takes him in there and takes it too. What does McGregor do? What can McGregor do? And McGregor has some advantages. One is that he needs to engage Mayweather early, quickly. He is the bigger man. So number 2, he needs to use his size to his advantage. He needs to push Mayweather through the ropes. He needs not to be afraid to put that forearm in there a bit. Use his elbows a little bit. Make him feel your size. That's something that he will have to do. Also, he needs to go to the body. I believe rounds 1 through 4, I would suggest that Conor McGregor go to the body early on Mayweather, because he's going to have a very difficult time hitting his head. The body does not move as much. Going to the body is going to be probably the best thing he could do in rounds 1 through 4. And then for rounds 5 and 6, he needs to mix his attack. What I mean mix his attack is mix the body and head. And then in the 7th, he needs to go for the knockout in the 7th. I strongly believe he needs to do that in order to have a chance of beating Mayweather. Maybe Mayweather will show his age. That's a possibility. But if you ask me what I predict for the fight, I predict for the fight is a Mayweather victory in 12 rounds by decision. That's what I see coming out. It doesn't matter what I think. What I want to know is, what do you think? Go ahead and comment on the bottom here. Also share this video if you like it. But most importantly, come back and see our videos coming up. Every week we'll have new videos on here. And subscribe. I want to see you subscribe to the Skybox Sports News. Thank you. Bye-bye.